What's up, everybody? It's your boy True Element 78 in the building with
Your reigning and defending Hall of Famer, the man, the myth, the legend, the X-Man, Xavier Mustafa.
And last but not least, I am the natural Chris Black, the infamous narcissist.
and today is Thursday, August 8th, and you're tuned in to Saturday Night SlamCasters, and we are here to present our Summerslam and NXT predictions to you guys. Just so you guys know, everybody's asshole is on the line for SummerSlam 2019. We did this for WrestleMania, and the natural Chris Black and myself, True Element 78, both had to participate in the Burn of Bliss challenge. Somehow Xavier Mustafa escaped unscathed, even though he picked Bobby Lashley to win a match at WrestleMania. It was absolute lunacy. But the natural Chris Black and myself, we have an opportunity to redeem ourselves. This time there can be only one loser. We have a 10-match card for SummerSlam. So if there is a tie, maybe we do rock, paper, scissors or something like that. It will all be recorded for you guys for the YouTube, so you can see the suffering of the ultimate loser. And I feel the universe needs to balance itself out. I will be having the Infinity Gauntlet with me, just in case I have to snap those peppers out of existence if I do actually lose.
Wait. First of all, I've opted out of this challenge this time. Okay,
There's
I've
no
already
opting
won.
out.
I'm the reigning, but I'm not the defending Big Four pay-per-view champion right now. So
what? Chicken head.
I don't know if I want to roll those dice again. Y'all looked mighty uncomfortable that day.
Look at this. I haven't even had to lay hands on Xavier Mustafa, and he's already ready to lay down and relinquish and run into a hole and hide.
Look here. Based on the card, it's a toss-up anyway because the booking can go either way. Half of this card don't even make any damn sense, but
the booking can only go one way, and that's against Xavier Mustafa's asshole. He's going up against on Sunday. He's facing Ricochet. His ass is on the line.
I don't appreciate this asinine assault on my ass. All right. I like my stomach to be nice and in order. You know, I don't want disarray going on in the bowels.
Oh, don't worry, your stomach will be fine. Your stomach belongs to you. Your ass belongs to the porcelain throne.
All you gotta do is just pick the right people, and you'll be good, like you did last time. You miraculously won. I still don't understand how you did. I think we got to redo the math.
I got an ear, nose, and throat condition. I don't know if my doctor will clear me, but we will see.
Are you pregnant too? Is that the next thing you're going to try to say to get out of this?
I'm going to pee on the stick right when I get done with the podcast.
Mike Kanellis has gotten his hands on you as well. But anyways, we're going to kick things off with our SummerSlam predictions. And the first match on the card, like I said, right now there are 10 matches listed on WWE.com as of Thursday. We don't know what's going to be on the pre-show or what matches might be added. We did not get any clear vision of where Roman Reigns may fit in, Bobby Lashley does. A lot of people don't have matches on this card. But like I said, we'll kick things off with the WWE Cruiserweight Champion Drew Gulak taking on Orny Lorcan. Chris Black, who's your picks?
I'm going to go with Drew Gulak because I don't see any reason to take the title off of him. Should I give my points out right now?
Go ahead.
I'm not so sure about this, but I'm more sure than some of the other ones, and so he's going to be right in the middle at 5. 5 for Drew Gulak.
And I did forget to explain the confidence points for those of you guys who were not around or subscribed during WrestleMania season. Confidence points, there's 10 matches on the card. So for each match, you get to assign a point total. And at the end, it will be calculated for all of your wins. And the person with the highest points for matches won, they are the winner of the challenge. The person with the lowest will, of course, be participating in the Burn of Bliss challenge. So there's 10 matches. Match you're most confident in, you'll assign it 10 points. Match that you're not so confident in, you'll give it 1 point, and everything else in between. So you'll see how it goes as we go on. So
I want to see hands in the air because I don't want people changing their point strategy once I start giving out my foolproof plan. Even though I'm not participating, I'm still going to number my matches and stuff. So
he's not participating with a wink and a smile and a glass of milk.
But I'm going with Drew Gulak on this one.
Confidence points.
To be determined. No, I'm giving 6 to Drew Gulak.
All right, I'm also going Drew Gulak, and I'm assigning 6 points.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Cheating already. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Next up, we got the Fiend Finn Balor. The Fiend Bray Wyatt taking on Finn Balor. I am going to pick the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and I'm assigning 10 confidence points.
Son of a bitch. I am also choosing Bray Wyatt, and I'm putting 10 confidence points on that one.
And I don't know why I put so low of points. I'm putting 7 on Bray Wyatt the Fiend. I mean, it's a given Bray Wyatt's gonna win, but so I got 7.
Next up, we got the United States Champion AJ Styles taking on Ricochet. Xavier Mustafa kick things off.
I'm going with AJ Styles on this. I'm giving this 4 confidence points.
Chris Black.
I'm also going with AJ Styles, and also with 4 points. Just a coincidence.
Cheating.
All right, I am going with AJ Styles as well. And I'm assigning 5 confidence points.
Audience, I just want to let you know, I hope y'all hear this chicanery that's going on right now. So the first match, one of my colleagues picked the exact same point value. Then they picked the exact same point value for the second match. And damn near the same point value for the third. I just want, okay.
I went first and you followed suit. Anyways, next up we got DZ Dolph Ziggler taking on Goldberg.
Oh, God.
Natural Chris Black.
Man, okay, so I don't like this man, but I'm going to go with Goldberg with 10 points because we all know he's winning.
Xavier Mustafa.
Well, I gotta go next. No, I'm going with Goldberg on this, and I'm giving this 7 confidence points.
I'm going with Goldberg on this one, and I'm giving it 8 confidence points.
I thought you were going to say 7.
Might as well. I'll tell you, this is going to be like a 1-point difference kind of situation. I can tell already. Everybody is close to everybody.
His strategy is the Price is Right strategy. He's bidding $1 above you.
Everybody's like 100, 300, 500, $1. You mother.
Next up, we got Trish Stratus taking on Charlotte Flair, and I'm picking Charlotte Flair, and I'm giving that 9 confidence points.
I'm going with Trish on this one, but I'm giving it 2 confidence points.
So I'm going with Charlotte because that's the queen, and I'm going with 9 points.
Next up, we got Kevin Owens with his career on the line taking on Shane McMahon. Xavier Mustafa?
This one I went back and forth on a lot, but I think I'm going to give this to Kevin Owens, and I'm going to put 5 confidence points on this one.
I am going to go with Kevin Owens with 6.
Okay. This one was the most difficult one for me to decide out of all of them. So, but then the rest of the night, I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens, and I'm giving 4 confidence points.
Okay.
Next up, we have the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley taking on Ember Moon. Natural Chris Black.
I got Bailey with 8 points. No reason why they should take the title off of her.
I'm going with Bayley, and I am assigning 3 confidence points.
I'm going with Ember Moon on this one, and I'm giving it 3 confidence points.
You diabolical bastard. Next up, we got the WWE SmackDown Champion Kofi Kingston taking on Randall Orton.
And okay, so this is one of those matches that can go either way in my. So my pick is going to be Kofi, but I'm so not confident. I only got 1 point on it.
I'm going to go with my Jamaican brother Kofi. 9 confidence points.
See,
Oh, he laughed a big old laugh.
okay. See, I'm gonna stop laughing because I laughed at WrestleMania and ended up eating the peppers. So.
All right, I'm gonna go with Kofi Kingston, and I'm giving 2 confidence points.
Mustafa, let me ask you, what makes you so confident that Kofi gonna win?
Because I don't see them putting it on Randy Orton. Why? That's the only thing where I'm thinking they're still going to keep it on Kofi.
Why? Because they put it on Jinder Mahal. That's why.
Well, first of all, Jinder Mahal has been one of the greatest WWE champions of all time. So let's not overlook that fact. But I think that when I looked at it like this. Okay, who would be next in line if Randy Orton was to win the championship? And I guess they can do some more rematches with Kofi, but I just don't see it. Like, Randy's there for the most part time. So, yeah, I got to go Kofi on this one.
Next up, we got the champion? The Raw champion Becky Lynch taking on Natalya in a submission match. I am assigning 7 confidence points to Becky Lynch.
Wow. Well, I'm going with Becky Lynch as well, and I'm giving that 8 confidence points.
Jesus. Okay. So I'm going to be the unpopular one here, and I'm going to actually go with Natalya, but I'm only betting 3 points. But the only reason why I'm saying Natalya, the only reason is because I think that what's her name is coming back,
Ronda
Rousey, and I think she's going to cost her the title because they don't need a title for their feud. That's the only reason why I think Natty's going to go over. Plus, is to get the belt off of Becky because she's doing jack shit with it.
But I don't know if I want to see a Natalya title reign, though. No offense against Natalya. Like, she's a good worker.
Transitional champion. That's all I got to say. Transitional champion.
There's no one for her to face besides Alexa Bliss. And she's off on a tangent right now.
A returning Sasha Banks, maybe. I don't know. I think there's going to be 2 returns. There might be Ronda Rousey and there might be Sasha Banks returning.
Do you reward bad behavior from Sasha Banks?
What about Sasha?
I said, would you reward that?
Stranger things have happened. Right, Oos?
I think they've earned the stock, though. They've been there. They've been there since like 2008, 2009. When the hell the Usos come in, or when around the same time Kofi came?
I'm still not convinced that this isn't a big work. So I don't know. It could be. I think Sasha Banks, she's justified in being frustrated with WWE and
I never
walking
said
out.
she. I never said she wasn't justified. It's just.
But I mean, what's she gonna do? She can't sit out forever because her contract's never gonna run out.
Hey,
She's got to come back eventually.
I look at it like this: Sasha Banks is doing the same thing that Alexa Bliss is doing, except for Sasha's doing it at home. She's showing up, not taking no bumps, and getting paid.
And the problem with that is with Alexa Bliss, none, because she's the goddess.
I want to see you put a wrestler on the payroll for Legacy Pro, and pay them not to take any bumps.
So we don't do that at Legacy Pro. you getting paid, you wrestling. But wait, why isn't Alexa Bliss on this card? I just realized that
She's
she's
the
not
tag
on this
team
card.
champion.
Because their match was on Monday instead of at SummerSlam.
Somebody
Can't believe they actually dropped that off the Iconics, but you know what? We'll talk about that on the main podcast.
Yeah. And
Table
then,
that.
And then finally, we've got the Raw Universal. You know what? Do you have to say Raw? We'll just say the Universal Champion Seth Rollins taking on the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. I'm assigning 1 confidence point to Brock Lesnar.
Okay, hold up. First of all, do you got a camera in my house or something? Because your close has your close. Your picks have been ridiculously close to mine. Because I picked Brock as well, number 1. And I'm gonna show you my paper here showing you right now that I did not change. Well, I did change 1 number because I forgot there were 10 matches and I can't do math. But you can see that there's only been 1 correction on this paper.
Shouldn't have got that.
And he picked 1 point.
Shouldn't have got that Nest camera, bro.
Russia to my shit.
I'm going with Lesnar also with 2 points. Now, not to give props to anybody else, but I was listening to Solid Monster, and he gave some pretty good reasoning why he thought Seth Rollins would win, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you, bro. Like, there's no way after Seth hobbled his broke ass out on Monday Night Raw and then took another ass whooping that he's gonna win this match. There's no way in hell.
I think Seth took the most brutal beating ever on Raw. I was like, man, make it stop.
It's like, what did you think was going to happen once you hobbled your ass and tried to haphazardly just kind of give a chair shot to the Beast?
All I could think about was that Simpsons episode where Homer was beating up like the kid star, or he was beating up Krusty, and the kids were in the crowd. He's like, "Make it stop! He's dead. He's already dead." That's all I could think about. It was so comical how like, and it was fun. What made it even funnier is because of the parallels between what Braun Strowman did to Roman Reigns, the whole "I'm not finished with you yet," and what happened to Seth Rollins. And the funny thing is they did that, and we'll get into it on the main show when we sit down to record that later on tomorrow or whatever. But it was they're trying to get sympathy for Seth, and with us doing the podcast and knowing the whole behind the scenes and the inner workings of what's been going on and keeping an eye on what's going on in the WWE, I was just sitting there like, this is the perfect time to chant "You deserve it," because Seth Rollins has just been coming off like a dick. and not just because of the pictures that he sent to his coworkers.
I don't know what they're doing with Seth, but they're absolutely ruining this guy.
And we already spoke about how I felt. I feel like Seth Rollins has been more emasculated than Mike Kanellis was emasculated by Maria in his storyline. With it, all they ever talk about is, oh, that's Becky Lynch's boyfriend. Every time Seth Rollins is on screen. So I don't know, but like I said, we'll get into that on the main podcast. Those were your SummerSlam predictions, part 2. NXT predictions now.
Yes.
You know what? Even though there's only, I think, 5 matches on this card, and a lot of them on paper really don't look all that great. But I think hands down, I think it's probably gonna be the best show of the weekend. Sorry, main roster folks.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed by the look on this card on paper, but like you said, the talent on this card is enough that it's going to make these matches worth watching.
Right. So, oh, where did it go? Okay. Hold up. What? I'm
You got
trying to.
just want to take the lead on this, bro. You want to take the lead on this?
Yeah, because their
All right, I
website.
got your back.
The
Got
website.
your back, bro. Tag me in, hot tag. All right,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
we got.
Start from the
He's
We
bottom.
out. He's egg.
we starting out with what I think is going to be the one of the matches of the night, probably the match of the night, or maybe just the one I'm looking forward to it the most. Is a triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. We got the Velveteen Dream defending his championship against Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. This match is going to be awesome, but even though I love the Dream, I am going to go with Pete Dunne for the win.
See, now I know that Velveteen Dream is dropping the title, but I definitely would not go with Pete Dunne. I'm going with the idea that the Undisputed Era is walking out with all of the gold tonight. Oh, Saturday night. And I think Roderick Strong is walking away. And I think the only reason why it's a triple threat is because for whatever reason, WWE is really protecting the Velveteen Dream, and he's not going to lose by pinfall. He's going to lose the title, but he's not going to be the one who gets pinned. And I think Roderick Strong, with some chicanery, might pin Pete Dunne. He's got enough. He's got enough clout that Pete Dunne a pinfall loss will mean nothing. That man is Teflon.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to take a pinfall loss. Not going like 3,000 days being the NXT UK champion.
But that's why he can, like with some fuckery involved. Yeah, I think Pete Dunne will take that 3 count.
This is a preview of what I'm gonna say or what I was gonna discuss on the main podcast, but I'm picking Roderick Strong. I see the Undisputed Era walking out with all the gold, and this also ties into why I only assigned 5 confidence points to the AJ Styles Ricochet match. I see the Undisputed Era just making an appearance on the main roster, going up against AJ and the OC. All gold versus all gold.
They gonna need Finn Balor for their 4th member, though.
They're gonna have Ricochet.
I don't think they'll intertwine NXT with the main roster like that. And what makes me think that they won't is what they're doing with the Street Profits. Like the Street Profits are there, but they haven't even wrestled. They walk around with NXT tag titles. They haven't defended them on Raw or anything like that.
Well,
like I still think they want to keep those things separate. That's why I don't think they'll put the belt on Roderick.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Next up, we got the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, taking on the Undisputed Era. We take care of.
Oh no, you tagged me in. I was doing this, man. No, go ahead.
No, we're taking
You
care.
did a blind tag.
Yeah, we're taking care of that little problem you just mentioned with the Street Profits, and we kind of already said it. Undisputed Era is walking out with all the gold. So Undisputed Era, I'm picking them. Street Profits losing those tag belts.
I actually, even though I don't agree with your reasoning, I do agree that the Undisputed Era will win the tag titles just because they got to do something with the Street Profits with them being on the main roster. And I don't see them actively wrestling and being the champions at the same time. So my vote is Undisputed Era.
Is Bobby Fish well enough? He's not hurt right now. He's not injured.
Bobby Fish, probably.
Yeah. About to say, because then that's the only reason why they wouldn't go over is if Bobby Fish got hurt again.
Well, they could do kind of stays injured. So,
you know what? The WWE, if anything, they've made me uninterested in the Street Profits with their appearances on Monday Night Raw. They're kind of irritating and annoying.
I find them entertaining, but to each their own. But so you already said that the Undisputed Era is walking out with all the gold. I guess we're all in agreement, except we're all in agreement for the tag team belts. Next up, we got Candice LeRae taking on Io Shirai. I'm picking Candice LeRae.
I'm gonna go with Io Shirai.
Yeah, I think Io Shirai is going to be the next big heel. Yeah, I'll get to my next part of that prediction when we get to the other women's match. But I think Io Shirai is going to be the next uh, main heel in the women's division.
I'm only picking Candice LeRae because they got to start building somebody up to feed to Shayna Baszler, which also I guess is a spoiler for that prediction later on.
That's what I was thinking. Like, oh, I guess we're on that one next. We got you. Yeah, I'm going with Shayna Baszler on that one too.
Okay. I'm going with Shayna Baszler, but the second part to that, to the last one, was that Io Shirai is going to be the next top heel. But of course, right now, Shayna Baszler is the top heel. So the only way to get her out of there is if she goes to the main roster. And they could actually, I'm going with Shayna Baszler, but I think that they could pull a fast one and let Mia Yim, for whatever reason, get the title, but she would only be a transitional champ to get to Io Shirai and just to get the belt off of Shayna Baszler. I'm going with Shayna Baszler.
I'm going to help Xavier Mustafa out right here. If Mia Yim wins, I eat one of those chocolates.
Y'all heard it here, folks.
If they that
should be a hands down.
If Mia Yim,
look, it's a long shot, but it could happen. Stranger things have happened. Like that, I think they're desperate to get Shayna Baszler on the main roster, and I don't think they just want her walking off like Asuka did, undefeated. Well, no, she's not undefeated because that one chick beat her.
Yeah, she lost the belt.
Yeah.
Chris Black, I think you should match Mr. True Element here. And if Mia Yim wins, you should eat one of the chocolates.
But if Shayna Baszler wins, then you have to eat all three of those chocolates.
Tell you what. Since you two was trying to be funny or whatever and said that you think that Dolph Ziggler was actually going to beat Goldberg, I don't know if y'all was just joking before we started recording, but if somehow Dolph Ziggler pulls a victory out of his ass, I will eat all of the damn hot chocolates.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here, folks. Chris Black said he'll eat all the chocolates if Ziggler gets a W on Goldberg.
Eat all of the chocolates.
So the title will be off the line if Chris Black loses in this match.
Although I would be happy if he gave him that same stiff-ass super kick that Goldberg gave Bret Hart.
No. We like Ziggler. We don't want him to be fucked.
No. I want Ziggler to give that to Goldberg.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, oh no. I was like, no.
And then finally, on the NXT card, we got Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Which is just
well, first off, when you say Adam Cole, you got to say Adam Cole, baby. Okay.
You do it. Go ahead, do it.
Oh no, I can't do that. Maybe no. Go. I'm not gonna do it.
Pull the trigger.
That's his thing. That's his stick.
That man.
He come out and does the Adam Cole, baby. That's his thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to buy this stick.
So I think we're all in agreement. I think we're all in agreement that Adam Cole was going over. Unless I'm wrong, anyone think that Johnny Gargano was going to win?
Nope. And
Mustafa.
From what I've heard,
man, I want to root for Johnny Gargano, but they've been just burying him in this angle. Like, I like Adam Cole. Don't get me wrong. Adam Cole has grown on me because I wasn't really a big fan of him when he was in Ring of Honor. His time in NXT is kind of, made me a fan, but I don't know what do you do with Gargano? Like,
he was called up to the main roster. That's my concern. He was called up to the main roster.
If you Johnny Gargano to the main roster, he will just fall into the mid card hell. He will just be another face in the crowd. He's going to be jobbing like his name is
Ricochet.
What's the dude who lost like 400 matches in a row?
Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, Kurt Hawkins.
No, Johnny Gargano goes to the main roster. He begins tagging with old boy from the American Alpha, who's been taking.
Yeah. Honestly, Johnny Gargano is probably one of the best pure wrestlers that they have right now, and they would absolutely do nothing with him. I feel bad because he's so good there is nothing that he can accomplish in WWE that they're going to allow him to.
Johnny Gargano is going to be the one who tried to murder Roman Reigns. You heard it here first. Oh, you want to know something? Imagine this. I posted this on our Facebook page for those of you who are not following. You need to. Saturday Night SlamCasters over on Facebook. That I said, I should be saving this for the podcast, but we'll talk about it over there. I wanted to be something weird. Like I wanted to be like EC3 or Bobby Lashley or somebody trying to murder Roman Reigns. But then one just popped in my head. Imagine if the person who's been trying to take out Roman Reigns was Tommaso Ciampa.
That would be something good. That would be something different, and I think. But you know what? Actually, now that I sit here and think about it, when we got Paul Heyman and we got Eric Bischoff now kind of running things, that would be something I think Paul Heyman would do.
I think they would drag it out, though. I think they wouldn't even, like, for the next 3 months, everyone's going to be wondering who did it. If they know what's good for them, they will drag this out.
Yeah, I don't want an answer on Sunday at the pay-per-view, but we will table this discussion for now. Those have been your 2019 SummerSlam, SummerSlam 2019 predictions and your NXT Takeover, I guess SummerSlam weekend predictions. Be sure to check out the full episode of our podcast coming to you guys this Saturday. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and share all of our content here on YouTube, as well as search us on your favorite podcast app, Saturday Night SlamCasters. Follow us on Facebook as well. Guys, go ahead and give out your personal Twitter handles and Facebook handles and all of that good stuff.
So you guys can catch me at Xavier Mustafa on Facebook and Twitter. You can follow all things Legacy Pro Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Legacy Pro WI.
Okay, you can give me a like on Facebook at The Natural Chris Black. Follow me on Instagram at The Natural Chris Black, and follow me on Twitter at _natural_CB.
All right, guys. You've been listening to Saturday Night SlamCasters. Thank you guys for being along on this journey with us. We will holler at you guys. Like I said, be sure to check out the full episode of the podcast on your favorite podcasting app. Search Saturday Night SlamCasters. We up out of here. Peace. Come get slammed.